Most people don't achieve their goals, not because they're lazy or they're not willing to work hard, they don't know what they're doing, but simply because they go about setting these goals the wrong way and setting themselves up to fail before they even begin. So in this video, I'm gonna give you guys my exact framework backed by science, backed by research, and what actually works, so you guys can immediately go and set these goals, maybe improve your goals that you already wrote for the year, so you guys can achieve everything you want in 2026. Number one is less is more. Most people set 5, 10, 15 goals that they want to achieve, and this just scatters their energy. So scattered energy creates average results. The analogy that I like to give is like a flashlight versus a laser. A flashlight, the light goes out very wide, but it's not very strong. It doesn't go very far. Versus a laser is very focused. It's very concise, precise lines, but it goes extremely far. That is the difference between having a lot of goals and just a few focused, dialed in goals, and that just gives you guys a lot more focus and attention in these specific areas as opposed to spreading yourself out too thin. So one of the best parts about doing this exercise and consolidating your goals is you figure out what really makes the biggest difference, what's going to get you the most satisfaction, the most improved quality of life if you're able to hit these goals. So if it helps you figure out, okay, what's important and what is not. So the goal for this is to pick between 1 to 3 goals. I think 3 is that prime number. Really anything above that I believe can be a little bit too much. So I would have 3 main goals, and the way that I like to do this is like, if I hit this goal, I'm by default gonna probably hit 3 to 4 other goals. You know what I mean? Like, for example, say you want to lose weight, you want to get healthier, you want to feel more confident. If you just say, hey, I want to work out every single day, you're probably gonna hit all those other goals. So figuring out, okay, how can I consolidate these goals into max 3 goals and just focus on these 3 and don't really worry about anything else, you're gonna give yourself a better chance to actually hit your goals. But by hitting these 3, you're probably gonna check a lot of other boxes as well. Number 2 is setting tighter timelines and setting bigger goals. The biggest mistake that most people make when it comes to setting goals is setting average goals based on their current circumstances. Like, hey, this is what I believe I can achieve based on who I am today, say January 1st, versus what I believe I can achieve next year. You're gonna be a completely different person, but you're setting goals based on who you are today, and you're not setting big enough goals. And the other mistake is they set goals based on a year time frame. That is way too long. So when it comes to, the timeline and setting bigger goals, your brain is a problem-solving machine. It works in terms of constraints. If you say, hey, I need to figure out how to do this in 3 months, or I have this huge goal, it's going to figure out ways to solve that problem. But the same thing, if you say, hey, I want to achieve this same goal in a year, it's going to figure out how to do it in a year. But if you say 3 months, it'll figure out how to do it in 3. So your brain is constantly working in the background trying to figure out how to solve these problems based on the constraints that you give it. It's the same way when you say, I have a project due in a month. Okay, you're gonna wait till the last minute, but during that last minute, that last 48, 24 hours, your brain is working on overdrive and you're able to figure it out. It's a project that should have taken you a month, but you're able to do it in 2 days when the timeline was there. Now you can do the exact same thing and trick yourself into consolidating more and doing more than you even think is possible by just setting smaller timelines. So the way that I like to do this is set goals in 12 weeks. So don't even think, hey, what can I achieve in a year? Think of what do I want to do and set it in 12 months. Elon's famous for saying, hey, take your 10-year goals and figure out how you can do it in 6 months. It's essentially the same concept. So when it comes to setting your goals, forget the whole yearly goal thing. You can probably achieve your yearly goals in 12 weeks if you actually say, hey, this is what I want to achieve in 12 weeks, and you stick to that. So that's principle number 1. And this is, okay, we want to tighten these timelines. And we also want to be setting bigger goals because our brain is going to start to figure out ways to do this. Number 3 is setting specific actionable goals. So now once we have our 3 goals, okay, and then we have the timeline of when we're going to do that, now we need to specify those goals, right? That's the next biggest mistake that most people make is they say, I want to get healthier, I want to lose weight, I want to be happy, I want to read more books, but it's not specific enough. So you can't base on, am I improving? Am I not? Am I getting closer to my goal? Am I getting further from my goal? So the biggest thing and best thing that you can do is specify those goals. I want to lose 12 pounds. Okay, based on those 12 pounds for the year, which we're going to try to break it up in 12 weeks, I need to lose a pound a week. Right? Okay, and then based on that specific outcome goal, what is the action goal that's going to lead me to that outcome just by default? If I do this action every single day, I'm almost guaranteed to get that outcome. And the biggest thing is a lot of these goals sometimes depend on other people. It depends on things in the market. It depends on things that are outside your control, so it's very tough to measure or see if you're succeeding. When you can break these specific goals into actions, say, okay, 1, like we said, losing weight. Okay, now that means I need to hit 45 minutes in the gym every single day, and I need to hit these certain calories, right? You have them down. Okay, that's my action. All I'm doing is focus on achieving that action. Next one, say maybe, okay, I want to read 30 books a year. I'm going to break that down, be more specific. How many pages do I need to read every single day? Okay, that's my next action. Action 3, maybe it's, okay, I want to hit a certain net worth. Okay, so I need to be, saving or investing $50 every single day. Okay, boom, I do that. Those are my action goals. It's measurable. I can see clearly if I'm putting in the work or not. And then you can almost gamify your life as well, where it's, I did it
it every single day, I can make a check mark, and then you have a calendar, next day check mark, and then you just want to keep adding those check marks, so it almost turns it into a game for yourself, and then you know that you're getting better, you know you're getting closer or further to those goals based on your actions. So it's binary. It's not, you know, oh, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. And then these actions become your North Star. Okay, that's all I need to focus on. When you don't have clarity, when you don't know what I need to do to get closer to my goals, it's very tough to feel motivated. When you know, hey, every single day, this is what I need to do. I need to check these boxes and I'm going to get closer to my goals. You're a lot more motivated to go and do them because you know it's moving you forward. So when you can create clarity, when you can create urgency within your life and you can systematize that, that's when you're going to achieve your goals. So if you can do all of these things, I can almost guarantee you have 95% chance of achieving your goals. And the next biggest thing is you probably shouldn't hit all of them, especially if you guys are setting these goals big, you're setting your timelines tight, you're probably not going to achieve every single one, especially in a 12-week span. But you want to set them big, just a little bit outside your comfort zone, feel uncomfortable, go and get it. Okay, maybe you didn't, now you review it, now you go and do it again. But over the course of a year, you're able to achieve way more than you thought was even possible by achieving it in this framework. So let me know if you guys like this video. If you guys want more like this, anything specific, let me know. Hope you guys enjoyed. So we see you in the next video soon. Peace.